Hello, my name is Sam. You might know me from TikTok, and I wanted to make a video because TikTok's not a big enough format for me to actually explain why I love testosterone gel so much. So I want to take some time, if you would be willing to go on this ride with me, to talk about why I started using testosterone gel and why I think that it should be offered to more people. So I was on testosterone shots for probably about 6 or 7 months when I had a really bad shot. I accidentally went through a vein and I almost passed out, and it just, ever since then, I was super freaked out about it. So my doctor suggested, well, why don't you try the gel? And he had offered it to me in the very first place when I was going on testosterone, but because of what I had read on the internet, which wasn't true, I was like, no, I want the shots because, like, I want the shots. And he was like, he didn't argue with me. He was like, okay, you can have the shots. So I was doing the shots. And after that happened, I'm like, I'll try the gel because I was having terrible shot anxiety. And as soon as I started the gel, I noticed a huge difference. And not only in my mood, but my skin was very smooth and clear all of a sudden. And I also noticed that my muscle mass started to increase a lot quicker. I had more energy to work out, and in turn, like, I started to see the changes in my body I wanted to see better. And like that's why I continue using it for those very reasons. So I want to take a second to talk about the misconceptions that I see the most about the gel and like what I've been seeing in the comments on my TikTok. A lot of people say, oh, the effects are slower. They say it doesn't work as well. They say it's more expensive. And I want to unpack all of that because that's not necessarily true at all. So first, let's start with why the gel has the potential to work better than the shots, at least from what I've researched and like what I've experienced in my own personal experience. So, how the testosterone shots work in your body is it's 2 weeks worth of testosterone all at once. Boom. And what that does hormonally, it makes your hormone levels go boom when you first put the shot in. And then over the course of those 2 weeks, it slowly dissipates until you're down here again. And what you see with shots is mood swings, acne, and it's because of that da-doom. That da-doom is what, that spike, is what causes that horrible, like, anxiety, testosterone, ragey, angsty, bleh, and the acne and all of that. The gel, on the other hand, if we're going to explain the gel in the same way, you're putting the same dose of testosterone on your body every single day, and that kind of mimics like how testosterone is distributed throughout your body naturally. So you see it go boom and then it goes and it stays like that. The biggest issue that people have is initially finding where their levels should be because a lot of doctors underdose people. They don't give them enough because, especially with trans people, because they're used to dosing cis men who already have a natural baseline. Trans men don't have that natural baseline, so they need to take more of it. And a lot of doctors don't really understand that yet because a lot of doctors aren't used to working with trans people. The other misconception is that it is more expensive. And yes, it can be depending on your insurance. It can be more expensive. But very recently, within the last year, they actually developed a generic brand, and I personally only pay $10 a month for my hormones. And where you go for your pharmacy is also going to affect how much you pay for your hormones. Pharmacies charge more depending on like what brand it is. Like Rite Aid and CVS and Walgreens, they charge the most out of anyone. So if you're getting your prescription filled there, that could be a reason why you're seeing the prices being so high. I always recommend going to Walmart. I don't like supporting Walmart at all, but it is the cheapest place to get your medication if you are financially struggling. And they almost always will try to provide you with a generic brand. It saves you a ton of money and it's very useful. And it's how I get my hormones for only $10 a month. When I was on shots, I actually used to have to pay $25 twice a month because my insurance wouldn't cover the 3 month supply. So I had to buy it week to week, every 2 weeks rather. And I didn't like the fact that I had to pay $50 a month essentially for my hormones. And when I started doing the shots, originally I had to get name brand, and it was only $20 a month, which I thought was, a great deal because I'm saving $25, $30 basically. And then the following year, I had some issues with my insurance company, but at the end of it, I ended up paying less than I would have because they switched me to generic. So, as sucky as it is, sometimes you have to fight with your doctor and fight with your insurance company to get what you want, because your doctors can do more sometimes than they want to let on, because they don't want to do the work and call the insurance companies and fight with them. Pharmacies also play a role in this, and your pharmacy has to be communicating with your doctor. Most of the issues I've had with my hormone prices have been miscommunications between my doctor and the insurance company, or the doctor and the pharmacy, or the pharmacy and the insurance company. It sucks. It's a shitty system. But I almost knocked my light over. Oh my god, I'm really new at this. I'm sorry. Fuck! Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for losing my train of thought there, but my whole point of this is that there are more than one option out there, and your testosterone choice is personal to you. And if you like shots better, then use shots. There's also patches, pellets. There's a whole bunch of different options out there. The pills, don't do the pills. They ain't good for you. Bad shit. Fuck up your liver. Real good. Don't do the pills. Okay?